You are walking into rooms and losing opportunities before you even open your mouth, before your introduction, before your handshake. Before your first word even has a chance to land, something else has already spoken. Your body. And right now, it is working against you. Not because you lack ambition, not because you lack intelligence, but because your subconscious signals are misaligned with the identity you are trying to project. Your micro movements, your posture, your eye behavior, they are broadcasting something you don't even realize. And high value people, they don't need explanations. They read signals instantly. Let's get brutally honest. You believe people evaluate you logically, that they wait, observe, analyze your words, your ideas, your competence. That is not how high level environments work. They scan in seconds thin slices of behavior processed subconsciously, forming conclusions you never get to challenge. And if your body signals even a hint of insecurity, your intelligence becomes invisible. Your ambition becomes questionable. Your presence becomes forgettable. You don't get rejected later. You get filtered out immediately. Have you ever noticed this? Some people walk into a room and something shifts. They don't speak louder, they don't try harder, they don't perform. Yet attention gravitates toward them. Respect follows them. Opportunities move toward them while you remain unnoticed. Not because you are less capable, but because your body is leaking signals that contradict your potential. You are not being ignored. You are being silently categorized and dismissed. High value individuals operate on a different layer of perception. They are not consciously judging you, they are sensing you. Your posture, your stillness, your eye control, your energy regulation, all of it feeds into one silent question. Is this person grounded or unstable? Because instability is expensive and high level people avoid it. This is the hidden tax you've been paying. A tax on opportunity, a tax on access, a tax on perception. One anxious gesture can override 10 intelligent sentences. One moment of visible insecurity can erase years of competence. And the worst part, you don't even know it is happening. Let's break it down. The anatomy of what I call the pitchy gesture. These are the small, unconscious behaviors that expose your internal state. Touching your neck, rubbing your hands, fidgeting without purpose, blinking rapidly under pressure, nodding excessively as if seeking approval, smiling, not from confidence but from anxiety. These are not harmless habits, they are signals. Signals your nervous system sends when it feels uncertain. And to a trained eye, or even an intuitive one, they translate to one thing. This person is not in control. And if you are not in control of yourself, you are not trusted with anything else. Now understand this clearly. Confidence is not loud. It is not exaggerated. It is not performative. Confidence is controlled, and control shows up as stillness. When your movements are minimal, your gestures intentional, your pace unhurried, you communicate something powerful without saying a word. I am comfortable here, and comfort signals status. So instead of trying to act confident, start removing chaos. Reduce unnecessary movement, pause before reacting, let silence exist without rushing to fill it. Because the person who is comfortable in silence is perceived as someone who doesn't need validation, and that is power. Now let's talk about space, because your relationship with space defines your perceived authority. Right now, most people operate from contraction. They shrink themselves. Closed arms, collapsed posture, minimal presence. Their body is either saying, I don't belong here, or worse, I might be a threat. Both trigger discomfort. High value individuals do the opposite. They expand naturally, not aggressively, not arrogantly, but comfortably. Their shoulders are relaxed, their stance is grounded. They occupy space without apologizing for it. This signals something critical: access, security, stability. Three traits every high level individual looks for. Now we come to one of the most powerful and misunderstood signals of all: eye contact. This is where hierarchy is silently negotiated. Most people fail here in one of two ways. They either avoid eye contact, signaling submission, or they stare too intensely, signaling aggression. Both create discomfort. True presence lies in control. High value individuals use what can be described as a natural visual rhythm. They observe calmly, they shift focus subtly, they engage without tension, and most importantly, they don't rush to break eye contact, because the one who consistently looks away first is subconsciously positioning themselves as lower status. So here is the adjustment: hold your gaze just a fraction longer. Break it naturally, not nervously. Return to it with intention, not hesitation. This isn't dominance, this is composure. Now let's bring this together, because awareness alone is not transformation. Integration is. You don't want to consciously think about every movement. You want to train your body until presence becomes automatic. In a world dominated by screens where attention spans are collapsing, your physical presence has become a rare advantage, which means if you master it, you separate yourself instantly. So here is how you build it. Start observing yourself, not your thoughts, your behavior. Watch how you sit, how you stand, how you react under pressure. Then begin refining. Practice stillness, control your gestures, strengthen your eye contact, and most importantly, audit yourself daily. Ask one simple question: did my body reflect power or insecurity? Because at the highest level, you don't rise based on what you know. You rise based on how you are perceived. And perception is formed before language, before logic, before explanation. Your body is either opening doors for you or closing them silently. Every room you enter, every interaction you have, every opportunity that comes close is being shaped by signals you are not even aware of. Fix those signals and everything changes. People listen differently, they respond differently, they include you differently. Not because you changed who you are, but because you finally aligned your presence with your ambition. If you are serious about evolving into a high value man, then understand this. This is not about motivation. This is about calibration. Subscribe to EvoLeveX, because here you don't just consume content. You build precision, you build discipline, you build presence. Go deeper at EvoLeveX.com, where you start engineering your life like a system. And if you are ready to expand your opportunities globally, gain clarity in your career, and position yourself for real-world success, connect with vidyainfinity.com. Fix your body and the world starts responding differently. This isn't confidence, this is control.